Okay guys, Astocky here. We are back playing episode maybe 7 of DayZ Factions 2.1. For those of you who watched the last episode, I am definitely sounds to me like I'm pinned down anyway inside the shopping center and Electro. I've got lots of food, lots of painkillers, some antibiotics. I have a backpack that is just absolutely full of stuff at the moment. Heaps of stuff. I'm going to have a bit of difficulty, I think, in getting out of here quietly too. There was a lot of shooting going on, although it seems to have died down a bit now, so I've got to get out of here. I can't stay in Electro. I'm sure the hospital was just around here somewhere. Oh, there's definitely an apartment building here anyway. What have we got in here? Just want to quickly look around inside here to see if there's a sidearm anywhere. Because not having a sidearm, damn, the firing's picked back up again. I think that building over there is the hospital. So I definitely want to try and make it there. But first of all, let's see what we got here on the ground. A couple of magazines, Makarov mags, another watch. Makarov mags though, more and more Makarov mags, and what's that, toilet paper and empty tin cans? This is, again, not a particularly wise move, because you do kind of expose yourself for a little while you do it. But I'm going to take to the second floor and see if I have any luck up here with some better loot. Because basically there's only one way in and out of this building, and if someone spots you, that sounded way too close. Way too close. Wow. Talk about tense. Now the thing with the sound mod that I've got installed is, just like real life, gunshots travel a long way. Now, see, that's 45 caliber ammo, I think. And now if there was actually a pistol to go with that, I probably would have taken that opportunity to get that, but I'll go there. Some more empty magazines by the looks of things. I've got a bit of an advantage now. Now this, you can see how I can't really see down that much unless I pull my head up a bit, but you'll notice that if I go to an outside view, you can actually see a huge amount here while laying prone, and that's part of the reason why I don't like the third person view. It's a little cheaty. Like, I know that, you know, Rocket said the reason he included it was to kind of give you that peripheral vision that you can't kind of get for real in like a first person shooter game without having multiple monitors. Is that a handgun? No, it's some more flares. Okay. think we've done everything we can here, and it's now going to be time to head to... I think it's now going to be time to head to the school. Actually, I've got 2 blood bags. What else do I have? I've got 2 painkillers, antibiotics, I've got some morphine. The only thing I haven't got is an EpiPen, I think. Yeah, I've got antibiotics, bear trap, got some beer, got some blood bags, camping tent. Yeah, I think, you know what? It is not worth the risk of trying to get any further into Electro to get myself killed. Now all I have to do is work out which way north is. So the shadows are being cast left to right, which means behind me is north, so that's the way out. So there we have the way out. Ooh, I got a map. So now you can see, whoops, that if I zoom out and move, how do I move the map around? There you go, right click. You can see it's not showing me where I am on the map. That's because I'm on recruit difficulty, but the difficulties don't really match up between single player and multiplayer. But what I have done is I've edited the difficulty file to turn off a lot of the different options that would be in a normal recruit option, like where you can see yourself on the map and where you can set waypoints and things like that. I've taken the option to turn them all off, and I think it really adds to the immersion of the game. I'm seriously considering turning off that green crosshair as well, so you have to look down the scope to shoot. But not totally sure about that yet. Anyway, I do want to go north, but I don't want to go direct to that firehouse because I'm sure that's where most of the shooting was coming from earlier. Need a tree. Where's a tree? Where's a tree? Where's a tree? Yeah, see, I kind of really want to go up that way, but I know all that shooting was coming out earlier, so what I'm thinking of doing is definitely, it's like way over behind me. If I can successfully get up here, I can then scoot around town. Just another different gunshot sound, but coming from much the same place, which could be good. Okay, we've got a zombie up there, so I've got to go this way a bit. Don't want to attract too much attention. I mean, really, really vulnerable spot if there were a lot of players. Thankfully, the AI is just not as good as players when it comes to, you know, being an absolute arse and kind of hunting you down and killing you for no good reason. You know the AI are going to just try and shoot on sight. They're not going to try and scope it out and wait till they get the best shot. They're not going to try and be fancy about killing you. They just want to kill you. So, wow. Exciting stuff. Now, I'm going to try and see if I can get up to the top of this hill up here a bit, where I can get just a bit better of a way of knowing where I am. Just a little further. I'm kind of heading east now, up into the mountains above Electro. Okay, can see the ocean now, but the most important thing is I'm trying to put... Now there's no position. Don't know how he didn't see me then. I do not know how he didn't see me. again. A lot of firing seems to attract zombie attention, so let's make this as... oh no, that says recruit unit. I think that means he might have been a friendly. What have I got? I had an AKS-74U. I've now swapped that for an AKM. Now an AKM I believe does a fair bit more damage, so that's probably going to be a good thing. Gonna take his pasta. What has he got? He's got binoculars. Gonna get rid of my bayonet knife, because I've got an axe if I need to have a primary weapon. Where do those NVGs go? NVGs. Okay, you have to just excuse me for one moment. Okay guys, well I'm back, and oops, I'm in the wrong menu. So I've had another good look through the gear that this guy's carrying, and he's not really carrying anything that I need right now. I'm gonna have a quick look again in his backpack, just to make sure there's nothing in there. Got some painkillers, got some blood bags. I think I've got most of that stuff already. He's got some sardines though, so I might just eat those sardines. And he has a heat pack as well that I didn't see earlier, so I think all things considered though, we're doing pretty well now. So I'm going to get up and get out of here. And once I get up in that tree line up the top up there where I'm feeling a little safer, now you might notice that my crosshair is turned off. Crap. Zombie. Okay. That did not go at all how I was hoping for. Darn it. I was feeling kinda good about heading over that way and keeping out of view of people in Electro. But now, he's definitely not following me, so he mustn't have picked up on me yet. Gotta get to these trees up here. So by the time you see this video, you'll have seen that I've been playing around with Factions 2.2, which is for the very latest version of DayZ, which is 1.7.7. It's been released now, and from what I can see, looks to be working really well. Haven't yet had time to fully test out infection and some of those other things, but definitely have the feel like it's working the way that it should. I have, heard the AI shooting. I've definitely been chased by zombies. There's a quick video of just a bit of testing that I did on my channel. Not seeing anything there. Awesome. So by the time you see that, you'll see that I have indeed done some playing around with it. And like I said, it looks really good. So I am going to continue this life until I die, and then I will switch to the new version. But part of the turning off the crosshair is I've adjusted the difficulty. I'm still keeping the difficulty level on the same recruit level that it was on earlier. But what I'm actually, no, not recruit, whatever the one below veteran is, I think it must be regular. But I've tweaked it, and I think I might have mentioned that I've tweaked it now, so when I pull a map out, it doesn't actually tell you where I am. I mean, I know I'm followed that road. I'm kind of up here at the moment, up on the hills beside Electro. Well, yeah, up on the hills beside Electro. I was just looking down on those not too long ago, so that will be my highest point near me. So based on looking at my highest point, I can kind of work out which way I'm heading. But I intend to kind of skirt around this mountain a bit and follow this road north, because I intend to head up this way up into the middle a bit. What I'm actually going to aim for is to try and get a deer hut, I think they're called, or a deer blind, to try and see if maybe I can find a decent hunting weapon. Also, believe I've got all the gear I need. Yeah, I've got a hunting knife, I've got a box of matches, I know I have some wood in my backpack, so I'm pretty much at the point now where I can, if I can find some animal, I can hunt it and eat it. The only thing I haven't got that I can't see anywhere is I don't think I was able to find a water bottle. Got quite a lot of soda in my backpack, yeah, but no water bottle. So that is probably going to cause me a bit of a pain. But like I said, I love the immersion of, when you're firing the gun from the hip, you've got a pretty good idea where the bullets are going to go, but you don't know exactly. And I think that's awesome. Because yeah, definitely immersion is something that makes a good game. I don't believe that the time cycle in this has been super tweaked. I think it is 1:1 time. I was mentioning that a little bit earlier. Now the new version definitely has the 1:1 time cycle, but what the new version has is it has the ability for you to sleep in a tent and make the game kind of past 3 hours, but it takes away some hunger and some food for that 3 hours you've been resting. So I think all in all, they're doing some really good stuff with the mod. So gonna head up this way. Now the other way you can tell where you're navigating, it's kind of a little hard to do here where you got this much ground, but I can probably do it this way. What you basically want to do is you get your watch out. Now I wonder what my watch control key is. Watch is the O key. Okay, so we press O. There we go. Press O and we pull our watch out. So you can see that at the moment it's around about 6 AM. So what you have to do is you have to point and kind of do your best to align your watch, hour hand, with, so you basically want to look straight down as much as you can. Whoops. It's really kind of hard to do sometimes because my own shadow is getting in the way of me doing it. But you kind of want to, the shadow's kind of running that way. That's pretty much lined up. So then basically what you want to do is you want to line up between the hour hand, which is now pointing directly at the sun, and you use the shadow to kind of line up the hour hand, and the 12. And if you take the, direct line between those, and it should always be on the left hand arc, which is the arc that passes through the 9 o'clock. So in this case, pretty much 9 o'clock is pointing directly south. That's basically the way you do it. You point the hour hand at the sun, and whatever is directly in between the two of them is south. So that means I'm basically now heading due north. It's not 100% accurate, but it's certainly accurate enough. And if you look at the map here, I'm pretty much running from like around the side of this peak up towards that peak there. So that's kind of peak to peak, kind of running around it a little bit, and you can see that what I thought was north, which is about this way, is pretty close to being on the money. It's not, like I said, it's not 100%. Nothing is foolproof, particularly when things are based on estimating by eye. But it's pretty important to make sure that you have a rough idea of where you're heading when you haven't got a GPS. I don't think I got a GPS. No, I haven't got a compass, and whoop, and I don't think I got a GPS. No. So again, I'm just kind of heading north now. I'm just going to run for a while and see what I can find. Like I said, it would be really nice to find an animal. How much stuff I wonder if I got in my backpack? I wonder. It'd be nice if there was a way you could tell how many slots were being used in there. So I've got a wood pile, which I think is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. maybe a little bit more, so I'm definitely going to have to drop some stuff if I want to pull my hatchet out. It's quite a pity I haven't got a sidearm. So there's the road coming along that way and working its way over. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is north that I'm pointing. So there's the road kind of coming around towards me. So that should put me, somewhere around about here. Just past the peak on the northern face of it. There we go. I thought I felt like I was moving a little bit too fast. So what we're really going to do, actually let's just mark out what I'm planning to do. I'm planning on heading north. And see if we keep coming up here. We've got that mountain peak there. We've got this town here of Stoy. And I'm pretty much just going to head north until I get to that town. I want to get myself quite away from the coast and away from all the major cities. And then by the time I get there, I'm looking to sort of scope it out, get some food, get some drink, that kind of stuff. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get there. Because, this is really the first time I've got to the point where I actually felt comfortable venturing north. So I will probably stop the video now, and then I will just basically run north until I get there, and I think I'll probably start the next video once I'm there. Unless, of course, I find something on the way and decide that it'd be nice to record that. The problem with players and things is it's really difficult. See, I just saw something moving over there, but it was my own shadow on the tree. That's the problem with having the sun just ridging over the mountain there. That you see your own shadow and you freak out. What have we got there on top of the dam? I don't know. I've never actually scoped out this dam or seen anything on the dam. But certainly, if you needed to know where you were, and you have the map, there's an excellent sign just there that says, there is the dam. It's even got it labelled nicely. I think it's a bus stop symbol. I really don't know what that is. But I think I'm going to have a... Whoop. Definitely zombies there. Can hear a whole lot of birds flying off. Now I don't want to risk coming out of the bushes and heading over there unless I know there's something there that's going to be useful to me. So what I'm going to do is... Come on. Yes! Ah, I love this. Okay. Okay, so how do we zoom? No, that was time accelerate. That's not cool. Although it's cool that I know you can do that now. Yeah, definitely doesn't look like I can get into that building. That's something I'm really looking forward to DayZ standalone on, so that I can have a lot more buildings to explore. I don't know, I don't think there's going to be a lot more loot. I think it's going to kind of be the same. I think they're just going to have more places where loot can spawn, and then end up with yeah, more places where loot can spawn, but a lower chance of loot spawning. That way it kind of balances itself out. But they're also talking about having a lot more items that are... It's kind of difficult to get from the quick interviews they've done, but it looks like they're going to have a... What just happened? Why are my binoculars not working? Thought I saw something up that way move. Bunny rabbit. And look at that. The binoculars have got a compass built into them. Who would have known that, hey? Yep, they have a compass built in. So I now know that I'm facing due north. That makes navigating a lot easier. I literally did not know that. So for those of you who knew that, there's a water spigot there, but I haven't got anything to get water with. Bunch of zombies. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna pause the video now, head north, and see you guys hopefully when I get there. Back soon. Well, actually no, wait. Back next episode. Astocky out.